guys, and welcome to Janet being Janet. Guess what? Miss Amberlynn uploaded again. I told you she couldn't stay away. So what me and you are going to do is we're going to experience this together and see what she has to say. Does that sound okay? Well, I guess so, because you're here with me. All right, let's press play.
Hey guys, welcome to a new video on Wednesday weigh-in. I'm sure you guys were not expecting that because I said I was going to take a break from YouTube. I did take some time to reflect, and I literally just had my live stream like an hour ago. And with their opinions mixed with mine, which I was already thinking this, I think what's best for me in this moment is to continue making content. Plans obviously can shift as circumstances and feelings change. So I'm not going to promise anything. I'm not going to promise the schedule I've done for 6 weeks. It's what I like. It's what I've been enjoying. I have genuinely loved the schedule so much. And I know so many of you also have as well. So thank you for that.
Such a crock of butter. You did not like your schedule. Nobody else liked your schedule. Nobody liked all these questions you were asking yourself because everybody knew it was fake as crap. So you were trying to make up excuses and we ain't gonna fall for it.
But I'm here now and I'm present, and here's weigh-in number 6, you guys. So let's get straight into the 5 questions. How fast can cellulitis happen? So by the time you come in contact with whatever gives you cellulitis versus when it spreads, it could take anywhere from a couple hours to a couple days.
Dr. Lynn is in the building, but if you want to know the truth and how she's getting these, just go to Dr. Google. That's all she's doing.
I've had times, like recently, where it just took overnight. And there's been times in the past where it literally took 5 days. So it really just depends on the situation, but sometimes it could spread extremely rapidly, really quickly. And that's why I make sure to get it handled fast.
Y'all ready for my opinions? You ready for this? Okay. I personally, one, do not think that at times when she says she has it, I don't think she has it because she just uses it as an excuse. 2, when she does have it, I think she's got it because she is a very unsanitary person. We all know that she was just fine with not taking showers or taking any kind of bath when she was with Destiny and living in Destiny's mom's house. She would take sponge baths and be just fine with that because the bathtub was too inconvenient for her and she didn't want to lose weight in order to go get in the bathtub to actually take a full shower. So we know that as a fact. Why would she be any different here with keeping up with her hygiene? She's not at all, and she cannot prove any other way. When she takes a shower, she says she says she's going to take a shower. It doesn't mean she's taking a shower. That's why I call that out each and every time.
How many times have you ate inside of a restaurant in the last month? Twice. I went to a Mexican restaurant with my mom and my stepdad about 3 weeks ago. And then I went to a Chinese restaurant with my mom and my friend over a week ago, I'd say.
I call crap on a cracker. Every single time you go out with your mama, you go and eat. Every single time. If it is not out to eat in a restaurant, it's out to bingo. And you will eat at bingo. It does not matter. If you are with your mama, you got food going in your mouth.
I don't really eat much inside of restaurants. Like if I'm ever eating out, it's usually just like a lame meal from bingo. That's why I never really cared about making my goals about eating out of my home, more so about the delivery to my home because that's where I have an issue. But I'm telling you, the food at bingo kind of sucks.
Guys, sometimes I don't want to tell you I told you so, but guess what? I told you so. She doesn't count any food that does not pass her doorway. You know, that little thing that you have to walk through. So Amberlynn, just go ahead. Order all the food that you want. Just walk straight out that door and make sure that there's nothing apart about your cart. Yeah, their words are supposed to come out, but they get twisted. Okay, they do. But make sure that nothing about your apartment is over your head and you'll be just fine. Calorie free.
When were you diagnosed with lymphedema and lipedema? So in 2022, I went to a specialist. So that's when I was diagnosed. It was a very embarrassing process. I had to literally take off my clothing. The specialist was all up in my legs, teaching me how to do the massages and teaching my girlfriend at the time, which was Feline.
Amberlynn, you got to get over doctors being up close and personal with you because you're not going to the OBGYN. Look at what that led to. If you would get up, get out of your apartment and go to the actual doctor when you get this stuff, maybe you could get over it just a little bit faster, or they could tell you a little bit more than what you don't know. But you think that you know everything when it comes to every illness you have.
Teaching her how to do the massages if she ever wanted to do them. And it was just Very embarrassing. A lot of poking, a lot of prodding, and I'm telling you, it hurt. Like the lymph massages that you have to do to like move the fluid through your body. She was like, you're gonna hurt the next day, even after this one massage. Yeah, I didn't believe her. And oh my God, I hurt bad. Yeah, it's an easy diagnosis when it's like super obvious, especially to a specialist.
Woman, the doctor was right. Yeah, you had to say that once. And two, we all know Feline was the one doing the massages because you don't like putting any kind of effort whatsoever at all whenever it comes to your body.
So I saw the specialist a couple times and I learned a lot of things, a lot of tips, a lot of tricks, a lot of things to help with it because it's not curable. This is something I'll have for the rest of my life.
Did you just say you learned something from a doctor? Is that what you just said? Okay.
Is it true what Beck said when they said you lied about your past what I ate today videos? So since I've been on YouTube, which I've been on YouTube for 11, 12 years now, I've done hundreds of what I ate today videos. And every single time I go into a what I ate today video, it is never to deceive anyone. Whether it's an off-track video, whether it's an on-track video, whether it's a look at what I ate from takeout, whether it's look at the fruits and vegetables I ate, whether it's look at the candy, it doesn't even matter. My intent in that video is to film what I'm eating that day.
I know I'm talking a lot. Y'all go down there and you get in that comment section and gripe me out. But let me explain to you how this works, okay? She's lying. She's using the word deceive for a reason. Okay, so Amberlynn would go to bed very late at night. She'd wake up, let's say 2 p.m., okay? And so she would be awake from 2 p.m. and, of course, past midnight. Well, 2 p.m. to midnight, or 2 p.m. to midnight, looking at y'all, that would be the time of her day. So she could eat whatever she wanted through here, and she would vlog that part. Well, guess what? As soon as midnight hit, it doesn't matter what she eats after midnight because that's no longer part of the day. So if she wanted to eat a bunch of snack-sized Snickers, she could do it because that did not count.
Back in 2019, when my binge eating was really, really bad, I would binge eat constantly. So this was 6 years ago, but I remember there being 2 times after I did a what I ate today video where the video was already edited, scheduled, because I like to do that the day of, where I did end up binging. And since the video was already finished and scheduled and edited, it made it easier for me not to open up about that.
It made it easier for her to go ahead and lie to you, and you wouldn't know the difference at all unless you knew how Amberlynn actually was.
A lot of the times, binges are not planned. So afterwards, when it happens, you feel a lot of remorse, guilt, shame, and you hide these episodes and feelings from the people in your life. I would do it all the time because it's hard to even process yourself. So doing it publicly was even worse. When I'm filming what I ate today videos, I'm honest in those and I'm not trying to deceive anyone. I'm truly trying to show you what I ate that day.
Let me tell you something else she did. Now, she's not the sharpest tool in the shed. She would vlog it, okay? She had no problem having that camera out, and she would say, oh, well, I ate these. And then you could add it up. Oh, compared to what she was wearing, you could add it up. She did a what I ate today, and then she's wearing the same exact clothes where she's showing you how much she ate in candy.
If something like that was to happen now, I would be more on top of like letting you guys know. But something like that hasn't happened in years and years and years, 6 years, like I said. So I don't see it happening anytime soon.
Malarkey! You lied back then and you're gonna lie now, and you are lying. You're lazy.
Do you like being on GLP-1s? Yes, genuinely I do. Being on Ozempic and then the compounded semaglutide, it genuinely made me feel so much better. Like, yes, the side effects suck, but like I was losing weight. I wasn't constantly thinking about food. I hate food. Like, I get it, I'm fat, but like...
Are you going back on it? Is that what you're trying to say? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, you better not be saying that. Okay, we're going to press play.
50% of the time, it's like, I hate food. The other 50% of the time, I love food. Like, I'm just like a walking contradiction. But during those moments where I hate food because I feel like it controls me, GLP-1s take away that control. And it just feels amazing. I'm actually interested in going on a GLP-1 again. Yes, I am. I'm going to be looking into it.
And I'm going to be here calling you out every single video you upload.
And I will definitely keep you guys updated in my weigh-in videos. I am a bit nervous about the gallbladder stuff because taking GLP-1s can increase gallbladder, pancreas issues. And the first time I ever took Ozempic, that's the reason why I stopped it. So it's always this weird thing in the back of my head. But this time, I want to get my labs done, and I want them to check my gallbladder first.
You mean to tell me you went on medication that you didn't even have any labs done with? I even questioned if you got your medication from an actual doctor. I questioned that with the way that you were talking about it, so this time I'm going to question you even more.
If they don't feel like that has to happen, then okay, good. Which risk is more severe? Which risk is more dire? Me staying this size and dying young, or me having a gallbladder attack? GLP-1s are amazing for people like me, people who genuinely cannot seem to get it under control.
You better put them crocodile tears back in your eyeballs, because right now all you're doing is trying to manipulate people, and it ain't gonna work.
And who will have a shorter life if they don't get it under control? Most medicines are like that. There is so many risks and risks and risks, but they're made because they outweigh the risks. How they're gonna help an individual outweighs the side effects that could happen. So let's get into the goals that I had last week.
Most likely Amberlynn is going to try this medicine again, and we're just going to have a valley of excuses, because that's all she's going to spend her time doing on her channel.
First one was drink 3 waters a day, and I succeeded in that. Drinking water has just become like second nature to me. And my second goal was to beat the feeling of defeat and do not give up. And I did that.
No. No. What is your definition of defeat, Amberlynn? You say a bunch of big words and you don't know what they mean, but defeat, that's a little word. You were defeated. You quit YouTube. It don't matter that you came back. You were defeated. You are a laughing stock is all you are. You give me enjoyment sometimes.
So while I was filming this, I forgot to say what my goal is for this coming week. That is literally just focusing more on if I want to go on another GLP-1 to do more research and figure that all out.
So what you're telling me is you went on this medication, right? And you didn't do any kind of research the first time or a second time? The whole time you were on it, you didn't do any kind of research? You just kind of started taking it? That's it? And it was no big deal to you, and now then you're saying, I need to do research, I need to see if it's right for me, I need to get my labs done, I need to do this, I need to do that. Guys, this right here is telling you she don't take care of her body at all. She is not a sanitary person at all. This is all you need. It doesn't matter about what Dr. Google has to tell you. She's telling you this right here, plain up, straight up.
So let's talk about how my week went. So my cellulitis is actually improved, so I'm not as swollen, so that's a plus already. I was eating kind of like shit, but I was staying below my calories, and because of that, I did lose weight.
Amberlynn, this whole video is nothing but horse poop. That's all it is. You are making absolutely no sense. You wanted to come back, and you had to come back with some kind of oomph, wanting everybody to pay attention to you. You knew as soon as you uploaded, people were going to pay attention to this, so all you had to do was say hi. That's it.
It doesn't matter what I eat, as long as I stay in that like calorie deficiency. Like I could literally eat 2,000 calories in ice cream and still lose weight. But it doesn't matter what I was eating. I was just under my calories. So it showed up on the scale for sure.
What I was eating was. So she was still filming while telling us she was gone. So she never quit? Amberlynn?
But I will say that every single day I wanted to give up, and I'm exhausted. I'm so freaking exhausted fighting with myself. So I want to switch things up. And if that is me taking another weight loss injection, then that's me taking another weight loss injection.
Hey guys, got a question for you. Was it maybe that medication was working for her, but she was with an F-E-E-D-E-R, and that person didn't want her losing weight, so she had to come up off of it? Is that a possibility? I don't know.
I'm going to try to figure that out privately and I will keep you guys updated. So as for the weigh-in, last week I was 521.6 and this week I was 514.2. So yes, I am down 7.4 pounds. And normally I would feel proud. Anyone would feel proud. And Amberlynn Reid would be on here saying, wow, I'm so proud of myself. But I'm not. I know my pattern. I know my cycle. I know how I am.
And we do too, Amberlynn. We aren't proud of you because we know weight is coming back.
I will lose the 7 pounds and then I will gain them right back. I need to break the pattern. I need to break the cycle. I can't keep being proud of myself for loving myself for a minute and then proceed to hate myself for days. I can't treat my body good for a minute and then treat it like trash for days.
Do y'all know how many times we have actually heard this pretty much same story, but just in different words? We hear it all the time. That's why we all say, it don't matter. Her words are useless.
I need to break the cycle. And I've reached a point where I'm like genuinely scared. I'm genuinely scared I'm not going to. Like, I should be proud. I should be so proud that I lost those 7 pounds. But I'm not, because this has been my life. Okay, yeah, of course I can lose 7 pounds. I can lose 14 in 1 week. I've done it multiple times, but I gain it back. That's what I do.
And your audience expects nothing less from you, Amberlynn, because we know this is what you do, and that we know that this is what you're going to continue to do.
I lose the weight and then gain it back. I lose the weight and then gain back more. I lose the weight and then gain back more times 2. And it's just, I'm exhausted.
Supporters of Amberlynn, are you listening to her? Now, I'm just a mama sitting in the floor doing laundry, but are you listening to her? She's telling you quit supporting her because all she's going to do is lose weight, gain it, lose weight, gain it, lose weight, gain it. That's what she's telling you. Just pay attention.
I'm defeated and I'm ready to choose my risk.
Hey, you, the one talking, Amberlynn Reid, earlier didn't you say that you were not defeated, right? Didn't you say that? And now you're coming back in the same dag-blame video saying you weren't defeated? You see why I laughed at you?
Because either way, there's going to be a risk. But anyways, I hope that you guys did enjoy this weigh-in. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Bye, Amberlynn. All right. She can't stay on. She won't stay on. And it's not ever going to change. Her pattern's not going to change. I've told y'all we're on this roller coaster, and the roller coaster's going to keep going up and down because that's who Amberlynn is. And we're just going to sit back and we're going to watch. And every time she opens her mouth, we're just going to listen because what she says does not matter. It really doesn't. She's full of hot air. That's all it is. She's full of hot air. All right. And if she does go back on this shot, yeah, I'm going to criticize her, okay? You better believe that. I'm going to be right here for the ride. So I hope you have a good day, night, weekend, holiday, year, whenever you might be watching this. And remember to smile today or make somebody else smile, because it really can make a difference. Believe it or not, you see all this stuff? I still got plenty of laundry left. Yes, I do. Okay? I do it all in one day. Why I do that, I do not know. It drags me down. It does. And socks are just evil. Okay, they're evil. They just keep piling up. I don't even know where they all go. And then they show up all at once. Nobody ever has socks. And I do socks. But I can't ever find matches. It doesn't matter that I wash them all at once. I can't find matches. I don't know, okay? I don't know. But all right, guys, and if y'all do laundry, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about, so y'all don't pretend like you don't. All right, guys, but I hope you have a good one for me. And y'all better be in a good mood, too, because you know what? You deserve to be.